to ensure the country's medicinal cannabis industry continues to develop safely, responsibly, and sustainably. The Cabinet has approved the government's vision for two major development projects aimed at boosting economic growth while preserving Antigua and Barbuda's natural environment. Prime Minister Gaston Brown updated Cabinet on plans to transform the Perry Bay Keeling Point area into a modern mixed-use community featuring residential housing, a marina, and commercial lots. The proposed development is expected to expand home ownership opportunities, attract investment, create jobs, and support long-term economic growth. Cabinet also received an update on plans to redevelop Darkwood Beach into a public park designed to protect one of the country's most valued natural attractions while enhancing recreational facilities for residents and visitors. As planning moves forward, Cabinet agreed that concepts designed for both projects will be submitted for its review. Ministers stressed that development will proceed responsibly with comprehensive environmental impact assessment to be completed before construction begins. The studies will guide the planning process and ensure environmental considerations are incorporated into the final design. Cabinet says the project reflects the government's commitment to balancing economic development with environmental stewardship while creating new opportunities for investment, recreation, and national prosperity. The Cabinet has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening Antigua and Barbuda's education sector through continued investment in the Five Island Education Complex. Education Minister Darrell Matthew informed the Cabinet that construction of the new Five Island Primary School is progressing on schedule, with the ministry expected to provide a detailed public update on the project progress next week. Cabinet also received an update on the planned expansion of the University of the West Indies Five Island campus, where the procurement process continues to advance. The minister reported that bids for the project are due by August 14, 2026, with approximately 18 firms already expressing interest in undertaking the expansion. Cabinet welcomed the strong response for prospective contractors, describing it as a vote of confidence in the government's vision of establishing the Five Island campus as a leading center for higher education and research in the Eastern Caribbean. Ministers said the construction of the new primary school alongside the university expansion represents a significant investment in the country's educational future. They added that the projects form part of a long-term strategy to improve educational infrastructure, expand access to quality learning, and prepare future generations with the skills needed to support national development. Cabinet expressed confidence that both initiatives will deliver lasting benefits to students, educators, and the wider community, while strengthening Antigua and Barbuda's reputation as a regional hub for education and innovation. The government of Antigua and Barbuda announced the publication of a white paper on proposals by the government of the United States concerning the possible reception in Antigua and Barbuda of certain third country nationals removed from the United States. The white paper sets out a background to the discussions, the issues engaged for Antigua and Barbuda, the government's assessment of the proposals received, and the principles and conditions on which any cooperation could responsibly be considered. The government has determined that the matter engages important questions of sovereignty, legal responsibility, public finance, national security, social stability, and Antigua and Barbuda's international obligations. It has therefore concluded that the issue should be addressed in a clear, orderly, and transparent manner. The white pages explained that Antigua and Barbuda has approached the matter in the spirit of friendship and cooperation, while making it clear that as a small state with limited resources and limited absorptive capacity, it cannot responsibly accept open-ended obligations involving persons who are not its nationals and whose removal is sought by another country. The government further announces that the white paper will be laid before Parliament for debate at a specific session to be convened for that purpose during the week of July 13. This will afford members of Parliament the opportunity to consider the matter fully and to express their views on an issue of national importance. And the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda will launch an intensified enforcement campaign against the wearing of ski masks in public, with officers instructed to confiscate the prohibited apparel as the government seeks to curb what it says is a growing trend among young people. Director General of Communications, Maurice Merchant, announced the initiative during Thursday's post-cabinet briefing, saying the Cabinet and the Police Administration are concerned about the increasing number of people, particularly youth, wearing ski masks in public despite the items being prohibited. Merchant said the issue was discussed during Wednesday's cabinet meeting after ministers observed what they appear as a growing fashion trend involving ski masks. You would note that as you drive through Antigua and Barbuda and you walk the streets, you would notice that there's an increase in the individuals who are wearing ski masks in Antigua and Barbuda for unknown reasons. It probably is a fashion statement by some of our young people with ski masks. He stressed that ski masks are considered illegal apparel except in limited circumstances where they are required for work. However, the police and cabinet wish to advise parents and the general public that ski masks are banned apparel in Antigua and Barbuda. He noted that some workers, such as those in the construction industry, may legitimately possess ski masks while performing their duties, but said the exemption does not extend to wearing them in public after working hours. Merchant said the police have been directed to mount what he described as a rigorous campaign to remove ski masks from the street. The cabinet and the police wish to advise the public that they will be mounting a rigorous campaign to rid the country of what are illegal ski masks on the street of Antigua and Barbuda. You've been listening to WTP's News Update. Do join us each weekday for an updated edition of the news. Please stay tuned for the weather report. I have been your presenter, CJ Derby. Good morning.
Here's the local weather forecast for Antigua and Barbuda, valid up to 8 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday the 4th day of July, 2026. Moisture and instability associated with the tropical wave will likely result in a heightened chance of periods of passing showers today, while gradual improvements in conditions are expected from this evening. Today we could expect partly cloudy and hazy conditions with a 60% or moderate chance of showers, while tonight will be partly cloudy and hazy with a 30% or low chance of showers. Last night's overnight low temperature was 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit, while today's high temperature will be 33 degrees Celsius or 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds across the islands are blowing of the east at 9 to 28 kilometers per hour or 6 to 17 miles per hour. Sea conditions 1.5 to 2.1 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators should continue to exercise caution. Rainfall today for the month of July recorded here at Brisbane International Airport is 0.1 millimeters. Sunset today will be at 6:45 p.m., while sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:38 a.m. I am Jaleel Jacobs for the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service at the Brisbane International Airport.
.5 FM, WTP.
It's your carnival baby T-I-Z-Z-Y Tizzy, and right now you're locked on to the Buzz 268 with CJ on 93.5 FM.
Here's the next big thing on radio. It's the Buzz 268 with CJ the Maestro on WTP 93.5, and I get your daily dose of music, views, reviews, interviews, and the latest happenings locally, regionally, and internationally. Tune in Monday to Fridays, 9:30 a.m. until. Listen to the next big thing on radio. It's finally here. The Buzz 268.
Some of them never know me. Some of them don't know me. Some of them keep for me. Every time the people jump in, some of them wanna wine for me. Some of them boogie down for me. Me love the way the ladies will wine for me. Everybody now, like a hey. Everybody, hey. I like the way you do it, hey. What did you say? All my ladies will wine on me. Like a see girls said, hey. I'm a boom boom, yeah, you there. All the ladies who run out there. Move your body to the beat, yeah. Love me, need me. All my ladies, everybody, they want me. The sexy body girls, they need me. She said, love me, she love me. She want me, yeah, she want me. All my boom boom, everybody love me. Sexy body girls, everybody sanko. See the girl, them hear me sanko. People, them a feel me from the sanko. Don't care when I don't let go. See the girl, them a want to hear me sanko. I bust the stereo. See the people, them a feel feeling me like so. Anywhere when I go, they want to go. See right now, me tell them my flow. I like the way them feel and come. All my ladies everybody wanna move on. I like the way you steady, just a move on. Girls, them me wine on. All my homies, them a jump on. The girls, everybody, them a twist on. Everybody down, see. I like the way them they booty down. I like the way them they twist it down. Me, I like the way girls them wind it down. Me, I love them. I like the way them they jump around. Me, I like the way them they twist it down. Me, I like the way girls them wind me down. I say me, I love them. Me, I love them. Love me. Need me. All my ladies, everybody them want me. The sexy body girls them with me. She say love me, she love me. She want me, yeah she want me. All my pum pum, everybody love me. Sexy body girls, sanko. See the girl them hear me sanko.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day. I've got that beautiful feeling that everything's going to be going our way. That must be a beautiful good morning. Excuse my voice. I think I'm getting hoarse. But, because I love you guys, I got to come make sure. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I got up and with this coughing. For about 1:30 this morning, I just coughed right down until after 6 this morning. I drank water, I drank Coke, I suck up mint, you name it. I even brushed my teeth thinking that would have helped. Not a doggone thing. And right now I feel as though I'm coming down with something just like yesterday. But unfortunately, God is good. And all the time. But because of you guys, I know I have to come here and make sure that at least I give you guys something so that you can remember me by, right? Beautiful. Good morning to each and every one. You're now in tune to the Buzz 268. Dora, Lenan, Sparkle, Marva, Tracy, Monique. I need some remedy. I need a remedy. I have this constant cough and there's nothing coming up. It's just a dry cough, just coughing constantly. So I need a remedy. Tell me what to do. I went this morning by Auntie Jean, Mama Jean, and she gave me some hot coffee for me to partake, right? I already got that out of the way, right? Beautiful. Guys, good morning. It is Friday because it's the weekend. It definitely is the weekend. Linan, you're not available. Come closer. Then you would be able to hear us. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. All right. So, guys, let me see here. Mr. Mendo, today's guest, Mr. Mendo Underwood. He will be with us here this morning. And it's all about Wadadli Healing Symposium. It starts from the 6th to the 7th of October 2026 at the UWI 5 Island campus. All right. Mama Dupes, good morning. How you doing? Beautiful. And he's going to be talking about the 2-day healing, the symposium addressing the lasting impact of historical and contemporary trauma on Black families and communities, mental health and healing, parent engagement, youth development, male engagement, and it's also featuring Dr. Joy Degure, right? Beautiful. So we're going to be having a chit-chat with him this morning as well, okay? Beautiful. But, before we do anything else, before we go anywhere else, before we say anything else, I like to make sure I give you a little bit of daily quote and a little inspiration, right? And this coming from Miss Haywood. Edith Haywood, good morning. How are you doing? And it says here, a blessed good morning to you, CJ. May the grace and peace of God our Father be upon you today. To make sure that cough just came back again, right? Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercies endure forever. Let Israel now say, for his mercy endures forever. Let the house of Aaron now say, his mercy endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord now say, his mercies endure forever. I call on the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a broad place. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? That's Psalms 118, 1-6. Right? What are you fearing today? Ask God for his presence, comfort, and protection for whatever you are facing today. And the prayer, it says here, Father, thank you that you're with us and that we can trust you in those moments to see us through by your grace. You got that? I'm going to say it again. Father, thank you that you're with us and that we can trust you in those moments to see us through by your grace. Got it now? Beautiful. And my daily quote, it says here, I never knew how strong I was until I had to forgive someone who wasn't sorry. Listen to this carefully. I never knew how strong I was until I had to forgive someone who wasn't sorry and accept an apology I never received. Accept an apology I never received. That's how strong you are. When you accept an apology that the person never came and tell you that they apologize. When you accept a sorry that the person never came and tell you that they're sorry, it shows that you have matured. You're no longer sitting down, waiting, knocking your head against the wall, waiting for an apology, waiting for a sorry or anything like that. All right? But that's what it shows, that you have matured, you have moved on, you have progressed. No need to sit behind and wait for people to come and tell you that they're sorry. There's some people, you would never get that from them at all. Even though they know that they did you wrong, you would never get that from them at all. You know that, right? All right. Vivian says, CJ, suck on something that will clear your throat. Lozenges. I've been sucking lozenges all morning and it hasn't done anything. Margaret, let me stop the talking. What could have caused this one, you know? All right. Drink lots of water. I've been drinking water. I've done a 5-gallon water drum from this morning, from 2 o'clock about 1:30 this morning until about 5 o'clock this morning. I've just been drinking water. All right? Beautiful. Renee, good morning to you. Go to the beach. Yeah, go to the beach, swallow some water. That's it. Okay, all right. Go around Pigeon Point. You send me go get killed. Yeah, the last time a man went wrong, they bring you back in a bag. And you send me across Pigeon Point. Now we'll go. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Thank you, Dora. That will tell me to feel better soon. Feel better soon, CJ. Stop talking and save your voice. It's going to make it. Oh, boy. I'm going to send you something on your phone to use. Okay, Edith. Thank you. Gargle your mouth with baking soda and sea salt with black pepper. Don't swallow it and bear it as warm as you can. Okay. Does that work for you, Tracy? I'm waiting. I want to know if it works for you. Let me see here. Happy Friday, CJ, and everyone online. Thank you, Lee Jarvis. Appreciate it. Lee, come for me. When I'm finished, come for me so you can take me to the beach so I can gargle with some salt water and black pepper and what? Hold on. Tracy just told me suck something. Go around Pigeon Point. Okay, baking soda, salt water, and black pepper. Now, she just tell me baking soda, salt water, and black pepper, but she didn't tell me how much to use. You understand? Use some honey, lemon, and ginger. I had Mama, Auntie Jean gave me ginger tea this morning. Yeah, Auntie Jean gave me ginger tea this morning, which was good. I like that. I enjoyed it as well. All right? But I'm not going to be speaking anyway tomorrow. I have a sore throat. I feel as though I'm coming down with something. So Tracy tell me to go to the beach. Jackie, good morning to you as well. Use some honey, lemon, and ginger. I'm going to do that. I got some ginger tea this morning as well. All right? And you see, this is kind of love I love. I couldn't come on yesterday because it was worse than this. Oh, yeah. It was way, way worse than this. Now, because you hear me do the news this morning, I've been sucking some ginger mint. You know the ginger mint? They're not ginger mint like how they were before, you know. This ginger mint, sweet, sweet, sweet. I don't understand. Remember before when you had a ginger mint, you had to break it in two. You had to bite it in two. And one piece used to hold on for you for a while, right? One piece of ginger mint used to hold. Now, the whole ginger mint tastes like a sweetie. They water down everything. Everything they water down. I don't understand that. What could have caused this one, you know? Hey, Jackie, tell me, CJ, you should have sore throat more often. Your song extremely sexy. Lord have mercy. Eunice, good morning to you too as well. I don't like our song. But Jackie, find the sexiness in my voice. Imagine that. Sparkle. Good morning, Sparkle. How are you doing on such a beautiful day? Here's hoping that you enjoy the rest of today. It's Friday because it's the weekend, baby. It's the weekend. All right, we're going to go into our devotion, and after devotion, we're going to be speaking with the young man who's going to be here with us. Stick a pin right there. Don't go anywhere. You're in tune to the Buzz 268 right here on Wtp 93.5 FM. I'm your host, your humble host, CJ, the Maestro of Love. Just bringing you good vibes, good music, entertaining, educated, informing, and most of all, inspiring. Don't use the lemon. The acid is not good for your throat. We used to use it often, and now it's doing more harm than good. Okay. Mama Dupes, you ready?
Now run me, now hide. Now slip me, now slide.
Mama Dupes, let's go.
Jehovah, me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Every step, every stride. Me I go say this with pride. God up in me boss. And me not count no loss. Blessings run deep, style smooth like sauce. Him fight every battle and him bear every cross. He give me everything when me have first class. Now sell me soul for no hype.
Don't forget, guys, I'm going to be moving in the afternoon.
In a game.
Sometimes in the afternoon and sometimes in the night.
Fire and corruption.
I was told that I have a sexy voice, so it's more for love. So let's see how that one works.
Now run me, now hide.
No, I'm not running from you guys. I'm letting you guys know in advance so that you know where I'm at. So once I get the time in, I'll let you guys know, okay? That's how we do it right here at WTP 93.5 FM.
Tell you about the hill and go the ride. Jehovah, I'm a guide. Now slip me, now slide. Why? Jehovah, me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Now run me, now hide. Now slip me, now slide. Jehovah, me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Every step, every stride. Me I go say this with pride. God up in me boss. And me not count no loss. Blessings run deep, style smooth like sauce. Him fight every battle and him bear every cross. He give me everything when me have first class. Now sell me soul for no hype, not fame. Some lose them way just for bust in a game. Me stand pan principle solid and plain. Fire pan corruption and them dirty campaign. Jehovah me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Now run me, now hide. Now slip me, now slide. Jehovah me guide, oh. For me guide, yeah. Every step, every stride. Me I go say this with pride.
Jehovah me guide, Jehovah me guide. More on the whole world fi know. He ma guide me from me little teeny weeny and I grow. So no weapon we farm now go prosper. Fi touch me, you have to come through me master. See them a try everything out they fi take me strength. All the fight them a fight, make them know me now go fit. God give me the power and that is evidence. Inside the world belong to me, so me not fi pay no right.
Jehovah me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Now run me, now hide. Now slip me, now slide. Jehovah me guide, oh. God up in me guide, yeah. Every step, every stride. Me I go say this with pride. Jehovah take care of me. Feed me when me hungry. Sunday man can't follow me. I feel alone secure me.
Jehovah take care of me. Feed me when me hungry. So no demon can't call me. Let me tell you this, boy.
Jehovah me guide, boy. God up in me guide, yeah. Now run me, now hide. Now slip me, now slide. Jehovah me guide, boy. God up in me guide, yeah. Every step, every stride. Me I go say this with pride. Tell you about the hill and go the ride. Jehovah I'm a guide. Now slip me, now slide. Why?
Jehovah take care of me. Feed me when me hungry. So no demon can't call me. Let me tell you this, boy. Jehovah take care of me.
This is WTP Radio 93.5 FM, coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
Wherever a beautiful soul has been, there's a trail of beautiful memories.
Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Paradiso water, fresh for the vibe.
Ozonated pure, keep your cool inside. From Antigua to Barbuda, the island choice. Best price, best taste, hear the people rejoice.
When the sun come hot and the road get long, Paradise or water keep you moving strong. Crystal clear, clean and right, refreshing every sip, day or night.
Twin Island style, let the good times roll. Pure water blessing everybody and soul. Cool, clean, crisp, that's the way you go. Paradise or water make the whole place glow. Paradise or water, fresh for the vibe. Ozonated pure, keep you cool inside. From Antigua to Barbuda, the island choice. Best price, best taste, hear the people rejoice. Oh, oh.
Pool party, beach day, road trip too. Paradise water coming through for you. Premium quality, island fresh and clean. The number one water in the Caribbean scene.
Paradiso, Paradiso, drink and feel alright. Pure island water shining day and night. Paradiso water, taste the difference now. Best price, best taste, they love it somehow. Calypso, Calypso.
Feel the rhythm, feel the power, feel the culture of Antigua and Barbuda. Friday, July 31st, the stage is set for the most powerful voices, the sweetest melodies, and the real spirit of Carnival. It's the Cavalier Rum Calypso Monarch Final live at Carnival City. Will the reigning Calypso Monarch be defending her crown?
The harder they shake, the harder I coming back.
One stage, one microphone, one crown. Who will rise? Who will conquer the Calypso throne? Tickets only $40. Friday, July 31st. It's the Cavalier Rum Calypso Monarch Finals, Carnival City.
Water works wonders, don't waste it. Every drop counts, preserve it. Water works wonders, don't waste it. Every drop counts, preserve it. Antigua dry, no rainfall. Water precious, don't waste it at all. Fill your tank, your share, no wasting, just be aware. Water works wonders, don't waste it. Every drop counts, preserve it. Water works wonders, don't waste it. Lessen the amounts, preserve it.
Water works wonders. Store it and save it. A timely message on water conservation from AP Way.
Water works wonders,
Don't waste it.
when you're having your big line and want everything go fine, there is one place in Antigua that will help you have good time. Grab all liquors, Nelson's Dockyard and of course, cause you will see they've got everything for occasion, live and even party. Only very best in liquors for much less than you expect. Come to Bravo Liquors for the best of time to sure to get. Rum and scotch and vodka, even wines and cigarettes. Cigars, juices, bars and liquors that we ain't finished yet. Party flavor, soda, soft drinks, coolers, quick size, even scotch. Bravo Liquors in Antigua is where you find it at. Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors.
Yeah, your skin looking good. What are you using?
I'm getting ready to level up. The Universal Skincare Institute is opening in St. Paul and they're teaching real skincare science.
Wait, like a beauty school?
Not just a beauty school. 1,000-hour program teaches ingredients, skin science, and how to build your skin career.
That sounds serious. How do I sign up?
Easy. Registration are open. Go to AntiguaUniversalSkincareInstitute.com.
All right, Antigua, time to glow and grow.
Antigua, the future of beauty education is here. The Universal Skincare Institute, located in St. Paul's, is now enrolling students in our 1,000-hour core curriculum. This is not your typical beauty school. At Universal Skincare Institute, students learn real skincare science, ingredient knowledge, formulation, and modern skincare innovation designed for today's global beauty industry. If you're passionate about skincare or looking to start a career in beauty, this is your opportunity. Registrations are now open. Visit antigua.universalskincareinstitute.com and enroll today.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Weezy here. Are you looking for some nice, relaxing music while you do your chores on Sunday morning? I got the perfect radio station for you. Tune in to 93.5 FM every Sunday and listen to Easy Listening Sunday mornings with CJ the Maestro of Love from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and rock music from yesteryear to this year from Louis Armstrong, Tina Turner, Sam Cooke, Whitney Houston, musical selections just for you. You won't regret it. You're not going to regret them. That's it, Antigua and Twang, guys. It's your girl Weezy again. And remember, you're listening to CJ the Maestro Love, Easy Listening Sunday mornings on WTP 93.5 FM. Unwind, relax, and enjoy.
For 49 years, State Insurance has been more than a promise. It's been a partnership you can rely on, supporting you as you build, operate, and grow your business, allowing you to focus on what matters most. And as you go about your daily routine, State is right there with you. State Insurance Company Limited. 49 years of protection and partnership, so you can live in a better state of mind.
Antigua, raise your flag high. It's kind of my time. You feel it? I feel it. Feel the rhythm now.
You feel it? The Caribbean's greatest summer festival is here. Bigger, louder, and sweeter than ever. Feel the rhythm from July 25th to August 4th, 2026. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm of mass. Feel the rhythm of music. Feel the rhythm of our culture. Experience non-stop vibes, unforgettable moments, epic fets, and the energy that only Antigua Carnival can deliver. Mark your calendars now and don't miss a single show, a single fet, or a single jam. Stay connected and follow the rhythm. Facebook at Antigua Carnival. Instagram at Antigua Festival Official. Antigua Carnival 2026, July 25th to August 4th, 2026. Come feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm.
This is WTP Radio, 93.5 FM, coming to you from the biggest village in Little Antigua.
WTPantigua.com 93.5 FM. WTP.
I won't be coming back home. No way. No, 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 no. Not coming back home. I confess that I love to roam.
That's right, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to WTP 93.5 FM. I'm your host, your humble host, CJ, the Maestro of Love. Just bringing you good vibes, good music, entertaining, educated, informing, and most of all, inspiring. Excuse my voice, it's only because I love you guys I make sure I come out this morning, because I was going to call in sick, and I believe I called in enough sick times already, so I was going to call in dead. But then you wouldn't be able to see me on Sunday. You understand? But you know how it is, right? All right, that's what I'm talking about. And right now, I have in the studio with me, yes, happy 22nd anniversary to my brother and his beautiful wife. Okay, Monique, happy 22nd anniversary to your brother. What's your brother's name? And his beautiful wife. What's his wife's name? I don't know. So I'm going to send out happy 22nd anniversary to my brother and his beautiful wife. How many brothers you have, Monique? I need to know how many brothers you have. And the name of your brother that you're sending 22nd anniversary, 22 years. That's what you call a commitment. I was married already, you know. I was married already. And that lady, God, anyway, that's a whole different story there altogether. Don't worry. We're going to talk about that when we meet one another time. Don't worry, all right? Beautiful. Well, I've had so many remedies that was sent to me for the little... Okay. All right, beautiful. Okay, all right, beautiful. Thank you. All right, I've had remedies from everybody asking me that I should drink salt water with pepper and baking soda lime, lemon, honey, all of the above. And in all of that, Jackie decided that I sound sexy. Of all the things, them. Now, I think my voice ain't all that good right now. I mean, I have a sexy voice, but now my voice is not really there. Jackie now telling me that I sound sexy. Somebody make sense out of that for me, please. All right. Anyway, this morning I have in the studio here with me Mr. Mendo. And let me give you a little thing here, because and this is pertaining to a symposium that will be taking place, all right? It's the Jane E. Toussaint Foundation, and I hope I called the name correctly. Toussaint is French, right? I wonder if he knows French, but we will find out that in just a moment too, right? So this will be taking place on the 6th to the 7th of October 2026 at the UWI 5 Island campus. It's a 2-day healing symposium addressing the lasting impact of historical and contemporary trauma on black families and communities. It's going to be dealing with mental health and healing. You know, that's a big thing down here because we have a number of people that smoking all kind of thing, and it's just taking them in a different plane, a different zone, a different timeline. So we're going to be dealing with that. Parent engagement. A lot of us believe that we just leave a picnic there, let they run about, and that's it. They will learn this way or the other. But a lot of people don't understand that a father figure is a very vital role within a child's upbringing. Right? We're also going to be talking about youth development and also male engagement. So if you don't have a father figure there, you would have someone that would step in as that father figure to help nurture you, grow you, and bring you up into young man or young lady that you would like to be. Right? Dr. Joy DeGury would also be the feature speaker, and Dr. Joy DeGury is the author of Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome and founder of Be the Healing Inc. All right, I'm going to say a hearty good morning to none other than, I should call him Dr. Mendo. Dr. Mendo, good morning.
Good morning, CJ. A couple respectful edits or corrections, if I could say. Dr. Joy DeGruy. DeGruy. Phonetically, it's DeGruy, but DeGruy, Joy DeGruy. Mm-hmm. And for me, Medor. Medor. Make sure you get the R up in there.
Medor.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. All right. So tell me a little about you before I go into anything else, and about the Jane E. Toussaint Foundation.
Well, first of all, let me start with the name. Jane E. Toussaint is my grandmother, and in your opening you said, I wonder if you talk French. So, je m'appelle Jérôme Medor Underwood. Comment t'appelles tu? Which is, what's your name?
Je m'appelle CJ.
Bon. So we continue. So Jane Toussaint was my grandmother. And this was, as I call her, the most outstanding human being that I've ever met. She was born in the village of Monrachet in White Tukabuli, a.k.a. Dominica, in 1917. She had one child, our mother, Joan Underwood Sr. Granny moved to Antigua in 1942. And for her entire life, pretty much, in Antigua, she plied her trade as a huckster in, even before there was a market. And literally the original market was built around her and some other hucksters. And she famously had stall number 1 in the market. I say that because in describing her is describing me. And Granny, we didn't know the word at the time, but Granny was an entrepreneur. And she taught us being me and my siblings, how to be upstanding individuals. She taught us business principles. She taught us how to treat people. She taught us excellence in running that little stall. It is for those reasons and more, we have decided to extend her legacy by forming a foundation in her name, the Jane E. Toussaint Foundation, Incorporated.
When you say we, who are you referring to?
Our family, which is the Underwood family.
Okay.
Yes.
So Jane Underwood, that would be your sister.
Joan.
Joan, yes.
Joan Underwood Jr., that's my sister.
Yes.
Joan Underwood Sr. is my mother.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful, I like that.
Yeah.
Now it's coming into place. All right, so you guys created this in honor of your grandmother and her legacy.
Indeed.
All right. And what will you be teaching now that you've established this foundation? What is your main objective? What is your goal?
The foundation is us formalizing the work that we've been doing for years, actually. Kind of, not even kind of, but quite quietly. But youth, education, sports, the arts are modalities in which we have been impacted, and we think we can pay it forward and impact the lives of others to have a positive impact on individuals, families, communities, and thus nation. So that said, I've been fortunately, unfortunately, working in the United States of America in a place called Rochester, New York, where though the 4 domains that you mentioned are going to be part of the symposium being mental health and healing, healing being the operative word, youth development, parent engagement, and male engagement are 4 domains that I've been working in the past 20 years, 20 plus actually, and have been fortunate to meet people like Dr. Joy DeGru, who we have become personal friends, brother and sister Albie, you know, since I met her back in 2010. So we are bringing the work home. So on August, Lord of mercy, October 6th and 7th, we are 95 days away from symposium launch, but the work has begun. We really started in earnest to work on the symposium since last September. Who's the we? Our foundation, as I mentioned, and I'm bringing a team of about 25 professionals in those 4 verticals to partner alongside professionals here at home. We are co-creating and building together what the foreign team, if I will call it, the US-based team is bringing, the thing that we have been working on, the universal healing modalities, and when I say healing modalities, centered in our Africanness. Because with respect to mental health and healing, even Dr. Joy, who has multiple advanced degrees as a therapist, counselor, lecturer, she will always say nothing that in all the universities she went to had the education that was focused on us as Africans. So she had to create it herself with her colleagues. So she's done that. So those healing modalities, but we also need to know the Antigua truth, the Wadadli and Wamoni truth. So we currently have, CJ, several surveys on our website, which I'll mention the URL in a minute, to gain the Wadadli and Wamoni input so that we can infuse the voice of Antiguans and Barbudans in what we deliver come October 6th and 7th.
All right, good. And now, I heard you talk about the specialists, about 25 specialists that you'll be bringing down to partake in this symposium.
Yes.
Is this symposium something that have been taking place up in the United States that you've been interacting with for quite a while?
Yeah, we've been doing this, and I am fortunate to lead an organization known as Action for a Better Community. We are essentially, the short way to put it, we are a community action organization focused on moving people out of poverty.
Okay.
And the tools we use are education, health with a focus on SUD, which is substance abuse disorder. We do a lot of workforce development work. And as I mentioned, our role is to work with people who are experiencing low income. We don't call them poor people because poverty is not a character trait. It is an experience that people are having, and our role is to move them. So I don't know if you're early childhood education, people might be familiar with Head Start. We run all of the Head Start centers in Rochester, which we have 4 of them, and we have about 700-800 children between the ages of 0 and 5. But when you work with children, what we call the secret sauce for working with children is the parents. So that's where the parent engagement comes in, because all the work that we do, the eligibility for work is that people are experiencing low incomes. So as we're working with little CJ, who is 3 years old, we're also working with mom, dad, or whoever they describe as parent, to say, well, why are you in this economic situation? What is your educational background? What challenges the family have? What trauma is the family experiencing? So while we're dealing with little CJ, we're dealing with big CJ and or Cedris, if mom, and the entire family, to try to change their social emotional situation and thus their economic situation.
Beautiful.
So yes, symposiums like what I'm mentioning, we have done it in Rochester. Dr. Joy is globally known. She's done it in Ghana, she's done it in Morocco, she's done it in Holland, she's done it in Paris. And every time I come home, CJ, you know, the man and them that me grew up with, and say, boy, you're doing them something in America. When you go do them? Yeah. So this is that. We're bringing the work home, as well as my colleagues, those 25 people that tell you they're paying their own way, they're paying their own hotel, because the vision articulated to them, they say, yeah, we're coming.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that you're going to have such a symposium in Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I'm told, well, the first time certainly that we're doing it, and as I mentioned, we've been working since September, and all of the questions we've been asking, we've been told that is the first time such a symposium is going to be held. So, but we think it's crucial work that must be done, and the symposium is a seed, it's not a fruit, you know, because post-symposium, when my colleagues leave and go back to foreign, so to speak, we must continue to work, because we feel very strongly that what we're going to deliver, there will be a strong desire for it to continue.
Beautiful. And you've seen, since you're down here in Antigua, you've seen, let me ask if you've seen an increase in youth gang involvement. You've seen an increase in chain snatching and stuff like that. Tell me, how would you be able to address the youth and their love for gangs? Because they, remember, a number of them do not have the father figure in their homes to assist them with bringing them up the right and proper way. And some who do have the father figure does not really play a father figure at all. Yeah. So how are you hoping to interact with these youth to try and steer them into a better direction or a better way?
Yeah. We don't have a silver bullet.
That's right.
And one thing we know, that there's only one place that success comes before work, and that's in a dictionary. As I mentioned, CJ, the symposium is a seed, it's not a fruit. So we intend to plant and embed some healing modalities that we know. Right. The population that you just articulated, that's the population that we work with pretty much anywhere we are.
Beautiful.
We are Pan-African thinkers, and we intend to bring the healing modalities that are working in other places. But every place we're going to do the work, every place I've been, every place we hear the following statement: but this can only happen in Antigua, this can only happen in Dominica. I've been to Kenya, this can only happen in Kenya. Yeah. There's similarities that run through, but there are also nuances of the particular place. So going back to the 4 domains of the symposium, mental health and healing, youth development, parent engagement, and male engagement. Those are the what. So my most favorite youth development proverb, I'm going to articulate it here.
Yeah.
A child who does not feel the love of its village will burn it down to feel its warmth. I'll repeat that. A child that does not feel the love of his village will burn it down to feel its warmth. In answering your question, how do we get to these young people? Every which way possible. Certainly, family, parents in particular, are a means to that end. What we realize in 100% of the cases, CJ, is that the parents themselves are wounded.
Mhm.
And Dr. Joy, as we call her for short, I remember the first time I met her and hired her to do some work. I was working at a school district. In my role, we had about 34,000 students in the school district, and my role was family and student engagement outside of the classroom, all the things that were impacting families. And in trying to hire Dr. Joy, and with limited resources, she said, if we have limited resources, we must spend it on the parents.
Okay.
Because what we do with children on a daily basis, the child could go home and within 5 minutes of them walking into the house, all we did with the 6 hours at school could be erased because of the trauma of the parent. For instance, let me articulate it for you. Like a CJ reach home and just learn about African rites of passage and come home. It's like, Mommy, and Mommy could have had a rough day. Mommy and Daddy maybe not together.
Right.
And that child looked just like who?
The daddy.
Boy, I can't stand you, because you look just like a... How do you know that I was going to say that, CJ? How did you know? Me and you, today I met you today. We have never had a conversation before. How did you know that? Because you've seen it and you've heard of it before.
Yes, I have.
So something happened with mom or dad or granny that is triggering that behavior.
Yes.
Those are the things we're going to look to unearth. This symposium is going to be very, very emotional. It is going to tear back layers. And we say to people, even now, stay in the room beyond the emotion, because we're trying to get to the action of not deny the emotion, but how are we going to arm our brothers and sisters with some tools that when that cortisol is released in their brain, that triggers them into freeze, fight, or flight, we want to be able to recognize that it's coming and to stop it and to react in a way that could love little CJ when he walk in the door. So, but mom needs love too. So that's where we're going. For men now, we as men, CJ, and I'm putting my 10 fingers on my chest, said we receive some very, what should I say, legitimate criticism for the things that we do and the things that we don't do in our homes, communities, and nation at large. I'm a data geek. I read and listen to particularly Antigua news all the time. So as men, we're going to deal with the rapes. We're going to deal with the incest. We're going to deal with the gender-based violence. Because when we look at the data, upwards of 90% of those maladapted behavior are perpetrated by men. We have a responsibility to address that. And CJ, I might know, you might know, and I'm using us as examples of a brother who's struggling with, but we don't say anything to him or to anyone else, which makes us accomplices.
It is.
So we have to deal with that. So we have, I want to go to the surveys, because the most important part of our work to prep for the symposium are those surveys to get the voice of, someone asked me, who is the symposium for? Our response is from 15 to 115 and everybody in between. Everybody.
Yeah.
Every denomination. If you're a choir master of a youth choir, you're doing youth development work.
Yes.
If you're a coach of a football, basketball, worry, you name it, you are a youth development specialist. If you are a mother, an auntie, you are a parent. So we have a parent engagement survey. And some people might have to pull out 2 or 3 surveys because you're a father. We have the male engagement survey. We have different questions for men. As of a couple of days ago, we're looking at the survey. The survey's been open a couple of weeks, and we only had 5 men that fill out the survey.
Oh, yeah?
CJ, I'm asking you, because you're an influencer, to fill out the survey.
I will.
Share it with everybody that you know, because I'm thinking we should have at least a few hundred
of course
men to fill it up, because The symposium will be hosted at UWI 5 Island campus in an academic institution deliberately, because we're going to study our behavior and in an attempt to interrupt and change behaviors to be make it more palatable and more uplifting for our children, our families, our community, and thus the nation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I must say that I appreciate the fact that you spoke about parent engagement, parent involvement, especially male involvement.
Yes.
Because if you realize that a number of young ladies who's been living with their mother or their grandmother, because grandmothers these days are quite younger than the norm, who's been living with their mother, would see a normal routine of a man every other month or every month that is coming in and sleeping over. And they would believe that that is normal, it is okay to have more than one person while you're growing up. That sends a subliminal message into that child's, especially a female.
Yeah.
Number two, there are young ladies who are looking for a father figure in an older male. And us, I would say us, as older men, assume that the love that we are getting from that child is that child is in love with us and not in love with the fact that they see us as a father figure. Then and therefore, we create a wheel of confusion by having to go and sleep with that child. And the circle goes on again, because when that child now impregnated at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, and now begat a child, that child automatically will start over that whole process again. Because there's not a male figure that is dominant, that is there to assist with the upbringing, the upcoming of that child.
Yeah. So CJ, you're down in the toolbox, and clearly, what the scenario you just painted is what we refer to as normalizing maladaptive behavior. Normalizing maladaptive behavior, because what we know with trauma from Dr. DeGroo's research and study, where she spent years on the continent of Africa and about 7 years writing her seminal book. And as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, she wrote another 30 pages because new things are evolving. So the behaviors that you just articulated, they're not new. What she persists with respect to post-traumatic slave syndrome is that these behaviors, this trauma, if untreated, which largely the trauma that we as African people experience, we're the only people on this planet Earth to have experienced what we've experienced. And the trauma gets trapped in DNA, which means that you transmit it intergenerationally time after time until there's an interruption. And here's what I mean. Most of the listeners are probably familiar with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, where probably the most easy thing to describe that is somebody goes to war, a soldier, and they see somebody get shot in the arm and they need therapy for life. Dr. DeGroo wrote the book Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, PTSS. I don't know about your family, but I would bet that none of your ancestors, CJ, got any therapy at all, even to this day, to talk about and discuss how, when black men got, what is that term, emasculated, where if you, I'm just paint a real quick scenario, you and a loved one, y'all on a plantation, and massa love for your woman, and just come and tap sheep on your shoulder every Tuesday. All the other 30 slaves, everybody know exactly what happened.
What will happen,
right? When she come back, you might say to her, you couldn't, why can't you go? And she might say to you, why didn't you protect me? both would be fatal. So you endure it as a man, knowing that you have just been emasculated. Okay, months later, belly starts swell, right? And you pray to God that this picnic come out in your complexion.
Color, yes.
It doesn't, but you care for him anyway. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, let's take that a little further. That child, little boy, is born, is now 7, 8 years old, right? He's a commodity. And that mother, in an effort to protect this child, when the master come around and said, boy, the boy grow big and strong, you know what the mother would tend to say? No, he's just weak and lazy.
Yeah.
You know why you know what she's trying to do? Prevent him from being what? Sold.
Yes.
So when we see our mothers today, you're so little and disgusted, and maladaptive behavior that has been transmitted because nobody ever interrupted the behavior. Are you following me, CJ?
That's right, yeah.
So we see the behavior today. Somebody said, well, why we keep going back to, because there has never been an interruption.
That's right.
But people with PTSD, we want them to go to therapy, but what about us? Our ancestors saw babies being cut out of wombs just to prove a point.
Right.
At that make out just bang out picnic in them. You know what I mean? Why the violence to tell somebody that you love them? And CJ, I know you know that you can discipline a child with a glance.
Of course.
So there's a Swahili word, it's called Sankofa. The translation of that word is, the way back is the way forward.
The way back
is the way forward. Or another translation is, it is not taboo to go back and fetch it. So what am I talking about? Pre-invasion, how did we as African people interact with each other? That's where the thing, it takes a village, come from. So we know that works. African-centered healing modalities based on our history and culture to come alongside contemporary healing modalities. But our healing modalities, we say, must be based on our history, our culture, our relationships. Right. And we're going to bring that flavor. We are deliberately making the symposium free of charge because we want it to be as accessible as possible. But there is an admission fee. Yeah. 2 things. Good manners and respect, because we demand that.
Yes.
We are going to be really leaning into people's attention. We know it's going to be emotional, and we want people to stay in the room beyond the emotion, not to deny the emotion. And so that is our offering, to try to really do our role in the nation's development, primarily through our young people, but we also know that we cannot and should not be working with young people unless we have a deep, deep relationship with their parents.
With the parents, I like that. I appreciate that. Now, let them know where, when, time and place.
Yes, and I mentioned that I have to articulate the website. Our website is JaneToussaint Foundation.org. That's JaneToussaintFoundation.org. Similarly, you'll find a Facebook page of the same name, and on Instagram is JE, because her middle initial is E for Elizabeth, Jane E. Toussaint Foundation on Instagram. The website, when you go to the website, you'll see a symposium page, a link to the symposium page, and that's where the surveys are. And if it's one thing I want people to do today, because we're in the building stage, is to fill out those surveys. We're going to keep them open probably another 2 weeks or so to get the voice of Antiguans and Barbudans. And Barbuda looms large because we're hoping and expecting it's going to be at least 400 or 500 people to show up at UWI on those 2 days. At least 150 of those we want to be young people between the ages of 15 and 24. Parents, coaches, teachers, anyone dealing with young people. This you'll be able to see and feel yourself in what we have to deliver. But we need your help to design something that is going to be as targeted as possible.
Beautiful, I like that. And I must say that you come at a timely manner. A timely manner. Things don't happen before the time.
Yes.
And with you bringing this here now at this present moment, it is more needed so now than ever, because what we realize is that a number of our youths have gone astray. They find love in gangs. They find acceptance in their peers. So they have that relationship with their peers, knowing that some of the stuff that they're doing is wrong, but they will do it anyway because they are together. So we need to break that. We need to reach them and their parents, and try and steer them in a direction that is not pleasing on society per se, because we're not working on behalf of society. We're working on behalf of each individual to make them a better person within society.
Again, you're right in the toolbox, and I don't know if I can't see your screen, CJ, but the website, our symposium page on the website, when people go there, there's a symbol on the top left-hand side of the symposium page on the website.
Give me the website again.
Jane Toussaint, again, 2 S's, Jane Toussaint Foundation.org. Jane Toussaint, Jane, Toussaint, 2 S's, Foundation.org. And when you go there, you'll see across the tabs, Healing Symposium. One of the pages is the Healing Symposium page. However, if you see on the top of that page, left-hand side for most, there's a symbol. It's in black and white. It's one of the many, many Adinkra symbols. And if people are familiar with Adinkra symbols, but the Adinkra symbols, mostly in Ghana, they're symbols. They illustrate certain things. And the particular Adinkra symbol that's on the Healing Symposium page is what's called Sesa Wo Saban. Sesa Wo Saban. And it translates to change or transform one's character.
Say that again.
Sesa Wo Saban. SESAWUSUBAN. Sesa Wo Saban.
Sesa Wo Saban.
Suban. And it means to change or transform one's character. That is what we're trying to do. So pretty much all we do is centered and grounded in our Africanness. And our African, I'm looking at your backdrop there, and that Antigua map with Marcus Garvey's symbolism on it. We are steeped in the teachings of Marcus Garvey. We're steeped in the teachings of Sheikh Anta Diop. We're steeped in the teachings of Dr. Ben Yakumin. We're steeped in the teachings of African scholars, because many, many, many of them, they left a blueprint to deal with exactly what we're talking about. There is an awakening that's happening all across this globe, and we are part of it. And it must come to the 170 square miles too.
Exactly.
Because that's my heartbeat. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, because we know the need is there, and people are telling us, yes, yes, yes. Now, at the same time, this is going to be very difficult work. And we're acknowledging that. But as we know, as I said earlier, there's only one place that success comes before work.
And that's in the dictionary.
And it's in the dictionary.
Beautiful. Well, I want to thank you again, Doc, for taking the time out to come here.
And I'm not a doctor. I know.
I just, it feels good rolling off my tongue like that. That is the reason why I keep saying.
If you put it in the universe, I accept it then.
There you go. I speak it, so it will come to fruition. All right, and I appreciate it, and I like where you're going with this, and you have my full support.
Thank you.
You can come back at any time before you actually have the symposium. You can come back again and just remind people that the symposium is going to start, and you would like them to be able to come witness and be transformed.
Absolutely. Well. October 6th and 7th, UE 5 Island campus, and just want to big up the leadership at UE 5 Islands campus for jumping on board in an aggressive way to host what will be an academic thing. Now, as we said, the symposium will not have any monetary access.
Right.
But we are, it's going to cost us a nice little change. So we're beginning our financial outreach or in-kind outreach.
Yes.
We're, like I said, we're bringing the team. We're going to have to move the team back and forth. Probably one of the major expenses we're going to have
transportation
is to feed the 500 people. Because on that first day, we're going to, it was just a Tuesday, we're going to be like from a 3 to 8 thing, where we're going to showcase. Well, first of all, I'm going to show off Antigua to my friends, you know. So the spoken word is the steel band, is the dancing, is the drumming, and show them what is culturally us.
Right.
So that'll be sort of the opening day. You know, there'll be a little commercial, if I call it that, from our foundation in terms of the other things that we're doing, and that the first day is going to be highlighted by a keynote from Dr. DeGrew. With a Q&A, she'll have books. We're probably going to give away some of her books. She probably will sell some, but we'll probably give away some as well. Day number 2, and this is why the service is so important, because Dr. DeGrew is going to build her keynote around the responses in the survey to touch all of those 4 domains. The second day, we're going to have 3-hour sessions in each of the domains, 2 concurrently in the morning and 2 concurrently in the afternoon, where it's going to go deeper into probably the 2-hour keynote that Dr. Joy is going to deliver.
Right.
So it's going to be deeper. So it's going to be segmented. The healers, the social workers, and the psychiatrists are going to be in one room. We'll have the men. And Dudley, Wamoni, I'm expecting at least 150 men to gather so we can be brothers together and heal alongside each other.
That's right.
In the afternoon, we'll have the youth engagement. Again, we for the youth engagement, for our purposes, we're describing youth as 15 to 24 years old. And then concurrent to that will be the parent engagement seminar. Each one of those, workshops will be 3 hours each. And the attendees will help to build out what the continuation will be, because again, October 7th, symposium is over, but the seed of healing would have been planted.
Beautiful, I like that. Well, I do wish you all the best, and I do hope that you get persons, especially men, come out so that they can also get healing before they can be able to help heal. And I'm glad for that. I heard you just briefly before you go. What is your what do you partake in Africanism, Pan-Africanism? What role do you play in Pan-Africanism?
I call it oxygen.
Oxygen.
You know, again, the team of 25 people, we've been working together for years, and we study together. So when I mentioned, Sankofa, we have a group called the Sankofa Study Group. I have just, on Juneteenth, I was one of 4 people who were sort of inducted into what we call the WAZI Circle of Elders in Rochester. So that's another group of, I guess I'm an elder now, But for us, and from a Pan-African point of view, eldership is not an age. It certainly has something to do with how old a person is, but it's how they live and how they, live out the principles of what's called the Nguzu Saba. The Nguzu Saba, some know them as the principles of Kwanzaa. Umoja, unity, Kujichagulia, self-determination, Ujima, personal work and responsibility, Ujamaa, collective economics, those principles. So those are not just set aside for the time of Kwanzaa. We live those, as we say, only on days that end in a Y. The other days, we don't bother with them.
Okay.
Then, that's on the cultural side. On the spiritual side, we largely espouse to the spiritual system of Ma'at, which is the oldest spiritual system that most of us are aware of, based on 7 principles of truth, justice, righteousness, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order. Those are the 7 principles of Ma'at, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. We combine them together. We call them the 14 keys to life.
Beautiful.
So that's just a little, standard one of some of the principles that we embed in our healing mechanisms, because we know that most of what we need is inside of us already.
That's right.
We have to reawaken it. And so we use terms like we need to remember ourselves to ourselves, and not a recall, remember, like physically remember. It's like your arm is cut off. We have to remember, so it's a play on the word.
Yes.
So, and that's what Sankofa is, going back and fetching what is already in us and use it as a tool to ignite the love that we have inside of us, and then make it be an external thing to our brothers and sisters, our families, our communities. So that's a little snippet. And as I said, the folks who are coming and who are going to be facilitators are steeped in this knowledge.
Yeah.
And we see it working everywhere we go for our people. We're just scratching the surface of that consciousness. And we know at the same time that we will receive our fair share of criticisms and skepticisms. That is part of the deal, because many are called.
Few choose.
We hope more than few will choose,
Yes.
but that's why we're not charging anything. We say free to come, free to stay, and also free to go.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much, Doc, and I appreciate it for you taking the time out to be here with us right here on WTP 93.5 FM. Guys, this October 6th and 7th, 2026, at the UE5 Island campus, you're going to be able to interact with about 25 professionals who will be coming down to speak with parents, men and children about the Wadadli Healing Symposium. This will be at the UE5 Island campus. Some of the key topics that they're going to be talking about is mental health and healing, parent engagement, youth development, and male engagement, featuring Joy DeGree. DeGrew, all right. I wasn't there when the Christmas sheet, but let's see. And it is all free. I need you guys to go down there and support and show the men in action. Come on down. You've been listening to the Buzz 268 right here on WTP 93.5 FM. Sunday, if I'm not feeling any better, I'm not going to be able to come out on Sunday. But if I do feel better, you definitely will hear me here on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Until then, have yourself a great one. And remember, no weapon that form against you shall ever prosper. And remember to pay it forward. Give somebody something. Smile. You don't have to know that person, but what you give that person just might be the stepping stone for that person to believe that, hey, miracles do happen. Have yourselves a great day. Have a blessed weekend.
I won't be coming back home. No way. No, 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 no. Not coming back home. I confess that I love to roam, and I found a place where I feel at home. Out here on the road, on the road, out here on the road, on the road. Ooh, and I love it here, I love it here, I love it here, I love it here, and I love it here, not coming back home. I confess that I love to roam. That's right. And I found a place where I feel at home. Out here on the road. On the road. Out here on the road. On the road. And I love it. I love it, yeah. I love it here. Right, I love it here. I love it here. And I love it. I love it, yeah. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. And I love it. I love it, yeah. I love it here. Right, I love it here. I love it here. And I love it. I love it, yeah. I love it here. I love it here. I love it.
WTP 93.5.
Are you ready for adventure, drama, action, horror, and family-friendly films all under one roof? Enjoy the magic of the movies with friends and family at Caribbean Cinemas with the latest Hollywood releases. Get off your couch. Come enjoy a refreshing soda and freshly popped hot popcorn while enjoying the best entertainment in the best environment at Caribbean Cinemas. For movies and schedules, visit CaribbeanCinemas.com. See you at the movies.
Yeah, your skin looking good. What's it?